Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is the day. And well, I know today's not actually the day, like today itself is not the actual day, but for you guys, today is actually the day that you find out who won the OBS giveaway truck. So I'm gonna actually load this thing up, and then as soon as we get in the truck, we're gonna talk a little bit about why it's on the trailer, where we're going, what we're doing, and why I'm so excited. Alrighty, boys and girls. Now I am excited because today is actually, we're gonna take it over to a dealership and have this truck completely gone over. That's right. I know a bunch of you guys have, you know, kind of thought that we're hiding things. It's this, it's that, it's a pile of junk, whatever you want to call it. But we are actually taking this over to Zimmerman's Automotive in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and they are gonna do a final once-over on the truck. That's right, final once-over on the truck. I won't be in charge of whether, you know, saying this passes, fails, anything like that. This is a legit car dealership in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Look them up. They got great reviews. I decided to choose them to go over the truck for the dealership to, you know, go over this because I didn't really want to go to a big name brand dealership. And, well, sometimes when you choose littler dealerships, you get better service, better quality. They treat you better. So let's get this thing hooked up, loaded up, and we're going to head over and talk to a service writer over there. We already have an appointment and everything, so let's just get it all hooked up. We are all loaded up. Let's hit the road. All right, guys, so I want to reiterate that this is not like, they're not paying me to say this or anything. I looked up the reviews. They're absolutely phenomenal. This is absolutely a gorgeous facility. They have their cars for sale, their service center and everything, oil change, lube. It is a good place to bring your stuff. So if you're looking for anybody and you're in the Mechanicsburg area, definitely check them out. Zimmerman's Auto. I will have their link in the description down below. So we got the OBS over here. They took it over to the side, and well, it's time for me to head back home. So let's get in the truck and get out of here. Alrighty, total due $311 for the alignment and everything of the OBS Chevy. We've got the keys. We are ready to finish this thing up and get this thing delivered to its new owner. But let's get the OBS back to the house. Man, those are some good looking wheels. All right, guys, so we are actually back with another update here, and I don't know if you guys can notice or you did notice in the videos, but this thing had just a little bit of a misfire to it. So the first thing I'm going to do, since it looks like somebody was in here recently and did plugs and wires, is I'm going to go ahead and try to like just do like a quick analysis to see if there's any, you know, wear marks or, you know, what could actually be causing the misfire that's going on. So there is some rubbage going on, as you've seen there in that plug wire. Then you see here there's actually a little bit of burn mark and everything. So I know you guys can't really see anything right here and right now, but I'm hoping to be able to show you guys the misfire that is actually taking place. I kind of pinpointed it during the day. I knew where it was. Tomorrow you'll see where we pick back up, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that at the, you know, at night, if you can't find a misfire, the easiest thing to do is get a, you know, a spray bottle, fill it with water, and then go ahead and spray down your plug wires and your spark plug areas. And now this doesn't work with coil applications unless it's, you know, has a spark plug wire. You got to be able to see the wire itself and the plug. If you can't see that, then it probably won't work for you. But we'll go ahead and fire it up here. I'm gonna go over here to this side. You can hear the misfire here. It is pretty bad. But then when you go over here to this side of the vehicle, you are actually able to see the misfire itself. I'm not sure if the GoPro is gonna pick that up. Let me see here. There, you can see that jump. So you can actually see the misfire happening at night. So an easy way, if you guys want to be able to determine a misfire and you got some time, you want to wait till night, there's cylinder 2 and 4 now on this vehicle that are actually, you know, the wires appear to be in good shape, but they are definitely bad, as you can tell there. See the 2 different misfires going on. So tomorrow morning we'll go ahead and address this, and we'll get this thing running tip-top shape. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get spark plugs, I'm gonna get wires, and we're just gonna redo this entire thing. So I think the other thing I'm gonna do here is go ahead and get our fuel pressure regulator that's inside here. I'm not sure if that's gonna be this video or not, because I really wanna see if this is going to be the reason why we have, okay, well, let me speak no further, and let me go get a set of plug wires here and spark plugs, and let's get this thing running right. Try to talk as little as possible right now, guys. I know it is extremely windy. I'm trying to cover up the GoPro here, but we got everything. We've got our oil, we've got a filter, we've got a coolant exchange that we're gonna do. We're gonna drain all the coolant in, put new fresh coolant in. We got intake gaskets. We also have our fuel pressure regulator gauge. We have spark plugs, wires, but for now we're gonna go ahead and just do the spark plugs and the wires and get this thing running tip-top shape. And then we're gonna come back, we're gonna change the oil, we're gonna do the coolant change, and I'll show you guys how to do the fuel pressure regulator at a later date. But as you can tell, we have got the OBS back, and well, I'm gonna set up a quick time lapse here, show you guys this thing. I don't want to obviously sit out here and have a bunch of wind noise in my video, so I'm trying my best to keep that down, and then we will go inside and we'll start the Q&A. So let me go ahead and get the plug wires and spark plugs in this thing, and we'll pick back up. Guys, well, I wanted to show you guys, I did end up getting universal wires here. I figured I'd do it inside because it's actually way warmer here. So if you don't know how to do universal wires, they come, one end will actually have your connectors on it already, and the other end will be sort of like this. So you'll end up pulling this piece off here, discard that. I'm gonna chew on it for a little bit, and then you'll see there's little ends here. So you'll go ahead and pull the end out. You'll need the desired end. There is another set, but this is the end that we're gonna need. The end of the wire here, you'll take this, tuck this back, lay this wire in here like so, and then you'll crimp it. Now they do have a crimping tool. I don't really care for the crimping tool. I like to use needle nose pliers because it's just easier and you can kind of control it a little bit better. But you'll go ahead and crimp one side, as you see there. Then I'll go ahead and kind of angle it a little bit, crimp the other side here, and then just kind of go back and forth with that. Then I'll pull this side down a little bit farther, kind of pinching it in there like so. Same, I'll go back to this side, kind of pinch it down in a little bit. And it's not perfect, but it will actually do. But squeezer, pincher, make sure she's kind of round, which obviously you want it round because of the next part. Now the next part, you're gonna have your little boot. Make sure you do this right. The easiest way is to make sure this end is up, this end is up, and then you go ahead and slide her on in. So push it, push it, push it. You can put a little dielectric grease on there to get her going. I already put a little in the hole because, well, I knew I had to shove it in her. So push it on in till you can see the end in there. And the end's in there. Not sure if you guys can see that, but inside there is the end. And now you got one of your wires ready to rock, ready to roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all this to all 8. These are trimmed to fit too. Like this one's actually probably gonna be too wide, so I'll end up, or too long, so I'll end up pulling this down and cutting it and trimming it. When you see later on in the video, you'll see some of the wires are actually pretty long. It's because I knew the sun was setting and I wanted to see if this thing, you know, didn't have a misfire. I wanted to show you guys the misfire was taken care of and everything like that. So that's kind of why you see it just kind of bunched up. But later on down the road, we will make this a lot nicer, or we'll at least kind of reroute the wires in a good, safe location. But there you have it. I got 3 more to do. I already got the ones out there on the car going, and then there's a coil wire too, so you're going to have to go ahead and do that. So don't mind my wiring here, like the route of the wiring. I just want to fire this thing up and make sure that we got the misfire taken care of. I've done all the spark plugs on this side. It's actually pitch black out here, as you can tell. you can't really see anything, and I'm working again with shop lights as usual, but that's all right, we're used to it. But there you can actually see straight down on there where it was actually burning that spark plug wire. So it was sitting there for a while. I'm pretty sure that that's going to take care of our misfire and everything. We're going to go ahead and just do that side since we have everything to do it. But I wanted to get a fire up and see how this thing is running now that we got at least 4 good spark plug wires on this side and good spark plugs. The spark plugs actually didn't come out terrible. So let me go over here, fire it up, and we'll make sure we don't have any more misfires. Oh yes, fired right up. Sounding so much better already. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go in and actually do my Q&A real quick. You can already tell by feeling the vehicle that there's no misfires or anything like that. It was definitely just that wire that we found earlier that was busted, but I told everybody I'd do a Q&A, so let me go inside and get my Q&A started, and then I'll probably end up coming back out here tonight, maybe, to do this side. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow, or, you know, I'll probably drive it like this, in all honesty, for a couple weeks, just because, you know, well, we don't have a misfire anymore. So, all right, let's go inside and do the Q&A. All righty. My head's about there. Yep, you should be able to see me, right? You guys can see me? All right. I don't know why I was chewing on that. All righty. Well, let's get into the Q&A like I promised everybody that I would do, because a bunch of people ask me questions in my DMs and things like that, and I try to respond to everybody, but when I get the same question kind of repetitively, I just kind of want to do a Q&A and get it kind of taken care of. So number one question that I think I got on this one is, did you sell the Bruce? Did you sell the other lifted Corvette? I can see it right here just within the first screen. 3 people said it. Princess Stephanie, Project 89 Bronco said it. And someone else, I'm never going to be able to butcher that, so I'm sorry if I butchered that. But no, we did not sell the Bruce. I don't plan on selling the blue Corvette. I do still tend to do something with the blue Corvette, which you'll see coming up this week, as long as everything goes planned this weekend with giving the OBS truck away. So guys, Saturday is the day we're giving that away. So I will be in like central New Jersey. If you guys are in the area, I'll probably tag a location somewhere to meet up with myself and the guy who's getting the truck, and kind of do like a little hangout down there. So if you're in central Jersey, maybe around lunchtime, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that, keep your phones on Instagram and find out where we're going to be. We'll do kind of like a meet and greet. Powerstroke_Patrick, do you love me? I don't really use that word. So we'll just say I love your support. I appreciate your support, and thank you for your support. King_Bake21, can we get an update on everything? You'll see updates coming very, very soon on everything that we have here. There's not going to be one thing that's leaving. I don't have anything planned on leaving. The C4 that we just picked up, I'd probably list it for sale when it's all said and done, but that's not done. We still got the wrap to do. As you see, we got it running great today. So we still got some things to do to the C4. We still got to do the interior video. We still got some things to do to the C4. So the C4 is not leaving, but that is probably the only thing that could leave if, you know, the right deal came up. SR Huba 71, when will we finally clean up the yard? The actual yard, I'm not sure how much you see in this video here, but the yard is actually rather cleaned up. I don't have anything really laying around. I do still have the Fred's frame and engine sitting out here. But that's just because it doesn't fit anywhere. It's pretty long, so it's pretty well cleaned up outside. What is your dream car and truck? My dream truck, honestly, is probably just an updated, newer version of my F450. Dream car, I really, for some reason, am digging Porsches right now. I don't know why. I've always loved them. Had a Porsche 928 before. Don't laugh at that. But, I mean, I just sort of, I want a Porsche, either a 911 Turbo or a GT3 RS. That's sort of a dream car, I guess, if you'd call it. But if anything, when you talk about dream vehicles, I want a dream RV or dream camper. I want a big fifth wheel. That's kind of the big thing that I really want. I don't really have any desire to buy a new truck. I did go look at the Titans and things like that, and I was kicking it around, but that's just because I was too lazy to fix my truck. I didn't really want to do the tie rods and things like that, but it's just better to keep my F450 because it's just a beast of a truck. So no dream cars, really just a dream RV. Sorry that I'm sniffling too. It's like 30 degrees and I was just outside trying to finish up the plug wires and everything for the vet. So I'm still a little cold. I should have blew my nose before I started this thing. Are you doing any giveaways in the near future? I don't think so. I don't foresee myself doing giveaways. Did I enjoy it? Yes, but for some reason that thing was super stressful. I do know this. Well, I'm sure you guys noticed I didn't really drive the truck too often, because it's sort of a huge responsibility. If I would have wrecked it or broke it or something would have happened while I was having it, you know, I don't know. It just didn't seem right, so I just left it sit, and it just kind of sat around. I do have a phone call coming in, but we're not going to answer that. When are you going to pick the winner? Like I said, I already talked about that Saturday. When is the OBS going to the winner? Already talked about that. It's a weird question. Will you ever buy a Duramax? I don't foresee myself buying a Duramax, guys. For some reason, I really like my 6.0 and 6.4 Power Strokes. It's probably because everybody hates them, and I like to do the opposite of what people usually like. So that's probably why my channel hasn't grown as fast as, as other channels, is because I kind of do the opposite, and I kind of just do my own thing. Did you sell the Bruce again? No, we went over that. When's the new bed going on the F450? Okay, this is one that I do want to talk about. So ST Perkinit, whatever your name is, I'm sorry if I butchered that. The F450 is going to do a huge revamp here very soon. So there's two events. I'm sure you've heard of UCC, spoken by Whistling Diesel. I'm going to try to make it out to that event. I'm going to try to get everything done by that. I believe that's May 1st weekend. And then the big one that I know I 100% will be going to is Daytona this year. I'm going to try to get either the Civic or the Corvette and tow them down with the F450. So 100%, if you're not going to Daytona or are going to Daytona, I will be at Daytona Truck Meet in June. I believe it's June 5th, 6th, and 7th. Don't quote me on the dates there, but I will be there with at least the F450, and it will be 100% different and changed. I'm sure you guys will see it in the background of some videos and things like that, but that truck is going to get a revamp. I have the wrap on order already. The wrap should be here same time as the wrap that comes with the Corvette. So look out for that video. I don't know if I'm going to do a big like boom, 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 but the F450 is about to do some big changes, and it's going to happen really, really soon. Who made the biggest impact of my life? Now, I know a bunch of you guys are probably thinking that I'm going to sit here and say something that's positive, but the biggest impact of my life was probably the car dealership situation. So if you guys don't know, I used to have a car dealership, and I was partners with a family friend, per se, we'll say. We'll just kind of leave it at that. It's kind of a mutual, distancing. But I ended up losing a lot of money in that. I probably lost upwards of $20,000. So moving away from the car dealership was probably the biggest impact of my life, because it came to a point where I didn't have the income that I used to have. I also lost a lot of income by, us having our differences, and, we didn't see eye to eye whatsoever. I put a little bit more into my cars than they would ever put into theirs. And once I started doing social media and everything, it just kind of started to trickle down to where it was starting to kind of affect me, because I didn't want to let cars go out the way that they were letting cars out. So I kind of distanced myself within the dealership. If you guys are local here, you'll understand completely. I did have one bad vehicle that I ended up selling, where I guess the floor pan rotted out or something like that, but I ended up having to pay for it. So I paid for that car. But yeah, the car dealership was probably the biggest impact of my life, and I regret who I went in with, but I don't regret doing the car dealership. I am actually talking to other people right now. I would like to open up another car dealership, but it has to be with somebody that I trust or within myself. And financially, I'm not personally ready to take on a car dealership myself right now. So car dealership, that was the biggest impact of my life, and I wouldn't say I regret it, but I definitely regret who I did everything with. Good question, by the way. You usually don't get like questions like that. For a high school kid, what is a good cheap project to get into racing? Honestly, like a third gen Camaro Trans Am, they're freaking phenomenal. They probably don't make the power that today's cars make it or anything like that, but they definitely make good power. They're a 12-second car if you do some, light mods to them, intake, exhaust, yada, yada, yada. As you'll see here by the C4, we're going to do some things to that and try to see if we can't make that like a low 12-second car, provided we don't get an offer and sell it. But yes, I do plan on doing that. Another question, how long do you plan on keeping the C4? Like I said, I'm not really in a rush to sell it, but if I sell it, I sell it. When will the GTA project begin? I'm honestly trying to find somebody that is willing to paint that car and paint that car like perfectly. So I know you guys hate the fact that I don't do anything with the Trans Am, but it's got to get under paint. I want that thing to be absolutely flawless when it comes out. I don't want to have like this vet here I don't care about. I'd let Mako paint this vet. You know, it is what it is. This vet has no meaning to me. The GTA has tremendous meaning to me. It's always been in my life. It's never going to go anywhere. So that car, when I restore it, it's going to be restored absolutely perfect. Every nut, every bolt will be gone over by the time I'm able to say, okay, this car is done. So that's kind of the update on the GTA. It's kind of whenever I can get a good person to paint that I can trust. So that there will be probably when I have a little bit more money the next year or two, I'll end up taking it somewhere and getting it painted. Then we'll just kind of toss everything together. I do still have the LS2. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's still sitting there. I have the heads and everything. The only thing I really need drivetrain related is Holley fuel management or engine management, and I got to get a transmission. I don't have a transmission for it yet. Do you want to buy an F-150? No, I do not. Are you gonna go get the XT Cummins that you wanted? No Titan in my near future. I can't use it for work, so it's kind of, why would I want to spend $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month on a truck that I can't use for work? Because if I get a call, I have to take the F450. So why would I spend $1,000 a month for something that I can't actually use? How's the garage coming? I mean, the garage is just kind of sitting there being storage at this point. I guess I shouldn't call it a garage. You guys want me to call it a storage facility, but it is a garage. Like you'll see tomorrow night, a buddy's coming up. I believe we're gonna fix his heater core in his truck. He's kind of trying to get me to want to half butt it and just loop it so he don't care about heat or anything, but I sort of want to fix the truck right. So you might actually end up seeing a video tomorrow or later next week of me doing a heater core on a truck in the garage. So yes, I still have the garage, everything's still there. I just don't really, it's a half-hour drive and I can do anything out here. By the time, that's the other thing I wanted to say too. Everybody's always gung-ho about, you got a shop, do everything in the shop. Well, till I would pack everything up, you know, my tools or, you know, whatever I need to do that day, take it over there, get in the shop, move, obviously the Civic's got to get moved out, pull in whatever, start working on it. I mean, you're talking an hour wasted. So then to put everything back, load everything back up, you're talking another hour wasted. So there's 2 hours of wasted time when I could just get out here. I might be a little cold. I might have to come in and take a break every now and then, but I just come inside and, you know, warm up and go back out and do it. So it's nicer. Plus Mo's usually here, so it's kind of easier to have Mo and just work outside, because if she needs something, she just opens the door or yells, or, you know, we just communicate better. It's easier to do things here at the house than it is to do it at the garage. So yes, I still have the garage. I just, you know, choose to do things at my house. When will the 6.0 project be running? That's going to be a whole nother video, guys. Fred project is going to 100% be a whole nother video. I'm not ready to talk about it. We'll talk about it when we get there. And there's no beef, no issues, you know, between Danny and I, so don't think that. Have you ever thought about getting a Duramax? No. Interested in doing a 2-wheel drive pull-off 450 versus my 450 rollback. Donovan Hertz dog? Absolutely, let's do it. Set it up. Well, send me a message. We'll do it. We'll make it happen. 2-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. If you can choose another truck other than your truck, what would it be? And that's _Stan_ a bunch of underscores there. I don't think I really want another truck. My F450 is almost paid for. I pretty much own it, and it's just kind of, it's a reliable truck. I can jump in and go anywhere and not have to worry. But yeah, I just love the F450. Even if it blows up, we'll probably put a Cummins in it and go from there. But for right now, I like the F450. It don't need to go anywhere. Am I still getting the new Bronco? That is a good question. Yes, I am 100% still getting the new Bronco. So when the Bronco comes out, be ready. I got my allocation in over at Whitmore and Chevy. I'm just waiting to hear something. So I think they're saying spring is going to be the announcement date, and I'll get an allocation. We'll start building it and go from there. I can't really do anything until they open it up. So yes, we are still getting the Bronco. And then the very last question I'm going to ask or answer is from Tyler McLaughlin. 73. When are you going to take the Bruce to see Whistling Diesel? I do plan on going to that UCC event. I believe that's the first weekend of May. So as of right now, I have it scheduled. things could come up, things could change. I'm not 100% set on going to that event. I have been talking to Cody about it. So we'll see. I do want to go to that event. I think it would be a cool event for the Civic to go to and the F450. So you guys might see me down his way May 1st, I think it is, 2nd and 3rd, or 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I don't really know the dates on there, but the first week of May at the Ultimate Call Out Challenge, I will try to get there, guys. I'm putting that in the books, and we are going to do a Cleetus and Cars this year too, guys. I got to get down there, talk to the old Cleater, hang out, and just kind of see what that's about, because it actually looks like a super amazing event. I've talked to some people that have gone. They say it's unbelievable. It's unreal how things go down there, and I'm super excited about that. So look for Cleetus and Cars this year. I will announce when we're going to do that. It'd probably be their October, November one. I'm not going to probably do anything in the summer or anything like that. I'm not going to go to Texas. I will be going to the one down in Florida at Bradenton, so look for that. But those are 3 events that you can, as of right now, are set in stone. Cleetus and Cars is a definite, and Daytona Beach Truck is a definite. UCC, we're going to take some time and think about, and I'm going to try to make it there. We'll sort that out. I still got to talk to Cody, like I said, Whistling Diesel, and sort some details out on that. So there you guys have it. I know this was kind of, a jumbled together video, but I wanted to show you guys the OBS was back, because I keep getting a lot of questions on it, where the giveaway winner is. So like I said, Central Jersey, I will be there Saturday, as long as everything aligns. So that's the plan right now. I'm leaving here 10 o'clock Saturday morning, going to meet him around 2 o'clock. Bingo bango, we'll be good to go. The other thing, the vet actually seems to be running perfect, so we'll be able to, I'm going to get that registered and inspected here very, very soon. We'll be able to start driving that and having some fun. I wanted to get the wrap and everything on it before we started driving it. So we're going to start to enjoy our stuff. So there you guys have it. If you like the content, please smash that like button. Please subscribe, and I will see you in an upcoming video, probably tomorrow. I think we got another banger coming out tomorrow, and you're definitely not going to want to miss that one, because this one's going to be a good one. But there you guys have it. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.